What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Check it out. These are all the items that I brought back home with me from SoCal Open 2026 that just happened this weekend. And I wanted to just share with everybody what's in front of me right here. So we came back with kits, some built models as well, along with even a bottle of House of Color paint. Check it out. Take a look at this. So this is black gold. That's I believe the company that was bottling these and selling them. House of Color Universal Base. This is Passion Pearl. Really nice color right here. And I remember a long time ago, some years back, Pegasus was selling these. And I remember seeing them in their counters, but I never ever purchased the House of Color from them. I believe during that time I wasn't even airbrushing. I was still rocking the rattle cans. So I never got my chance to get my hands on one of these bottles. So at the show, somebody was selling this one here. You know, I was looking through all the parts and stuff and I found it and I ended up picking this up. So there's still paint in here. Definitely going to be using this, but also such a cool container keepsake for later, you know, after this gets used, we could go ahead and hang on to this. Another one that caught my attention was this little bottle right here. So this is the model Dr. Ultra Flake, right? And then I like how it says #1 choice for serious modelers. That's pretty cool, right? And here, let's see how close we can get so you guys can see that right there. All right. So this here says white Euro. Underneath, though, it's not flake. This is more of a pearl, dry pearls. It's really nice, and it's tucked in this little bottle. This little thing will last a long time. At first, I was like, ooh, is this Murano? You know, yeah, I wish, but no. It's just dry pearl right here. So I ended up getting this. I think this is the original price tag it had from back then. You know, who knows when this was made and all, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I got my hands on this right here. Another item that's kind of hidden, you can't really see it, but it's this little baggie of just seats. You got all these for $3, which is pretty cool. You get a nice assortment of just random and different types of seats that will come in handy at some point, right? Having a selection of different variation of seats to use with your model right there. So really neat. And even there's some that I've never seen before that I'm like, oh, wow, cool. So I'm assuming it's a mixture of some vintage ones, maybe even some newer ones across different brands of modeling, you know? So we got that right there. And then this one here, I got very excited when I saw this. I was like, dude, I got it. I can't sleep on this. This little bag, $5, full of surfboards. Check that out right there. Really neat. So as soon as I saw this, the idea that popped in my head was repainting them. You know, there's a couple that are painted. The rest, they're still in their styrene. So I'm definitely planning on primering these, getting them ready, and just having some fun, doing some custom paint work with them. So really neat. I mean, the same. These sometimes pop up on model kits and stuff, you know, but to be able to get them collectively like this at such a low price, I could not walk away from that. You know, as immediately I saw these, it was just like I didn't even have to grab them. They just like went and they just appeared in my hand. And so I got these right here. And then, you know, when I was vending right next to me, shout outs to Jarvis Malone, David Champion. They were there. They were next to me. And I saw these models right here, you know, and I asked Jarvis, I was like, hey, at first I thought those were his, like he built these back then or something, you know? And I was like, because he had them right there. I saw him like, you know, adjusting them and stuff. And I'm like, hey, Jarvis, oh man, you're selling your models? You know, he was selling like box kits, but he had these on display. And then he said, oh no, those are David DeBaca's models that he's selling. So I was like, oh, right on. Cool. So I was looking at them. You know, I saw them from the beginning. He had a lot, but I didn't really like pay close attention because, you know, you're setting up and, you know, a lot of the times you want to sell some stuff before you're going to actually go and purchase some stuff, right? So I was just kind of chilling. And then I was like, oh man, I got to go live and record and stream. So when I came back, I started looking at them, and this is the first one that caught my attention. I was like, oh man, look at this. This is really nice, well done, nice color for the body, and you could tell it's just a straight up paint on plastic. Like no, doesn't look like any clear was added, And then even you can see like the bare metal foil right there. Right here, I'll end up probably fixing that, folding it back on there. But everything else, it just looks really clean, And then underneath, it's not painted, and that's okay, nothing wrong with that, But I just was appreciating the color in this gold, and just the way it looks, the way it stands. It's like this was built right out of the box. The only thing I would say is just paint and bare metal foil that was added to it, but it just looks really nice. The interior too. Look at the color of the interior, how it complements, the exterior body paint and vice versa. It just looks really well. Nothing customized, as far as like, oh, let's slam this or what. And then this other one right here, check this one out. So this is another model, as soon as I see, like the face, the grill that's underneath, all hidden, I was like, whoa, like I've never built or even owned this model kit. I've seen them, but I've never purchased them before, to ever build. It caught my attention. And the same thing, I was like, man, it looks pretty clean. I mean, it's a little dusty. I try to dust it as much as possible before the recording of this. But still, I know I need to go back and dust it a little more, or maybe just wipe it. But I'm going to be very gentle. I don't want to damage it. But look at the interior. Look at the colors that they chose for the interior. That's really neat. It looks more like a copper right there. And man, I don't know. Look at the inside right there. You can see. Let's see if you can see it more better like this. Look at that. Oh, wow. Chrome, the white, the copper. It's just a very clean build. You could tell that whoever built this back then was enjoying and having some fun. The back window is a little loose, as you can see, look, right there. But later, I might find a way to possibly put some glue in there, and then just slide it back down and let it just kind of kiss it right there, and it'll be nice and done. So as the day went on, I purchased these two from Jarvis. I see David, and I'm like, hey, check it out. And I showed him, look what I got. And he was like, oh, what? Like, because those are the ones he was selling. So I'm like, yeah, I'm taking these home with me, man. And I was just telling him how happy I was and how cool they are. So then I asked him, I was like, hey, what are these models coming from, or what's the backstory behind these, So he just pretty much told me he acquired them. He made a purchase of a lot of models, and from what he had heard is that the person who had built these back then, they were built back sometime between, most likely like between the 70s and 80s. That's when these were built. So I always, whenever, like as of lately, like when I've acquired some built models, I like to know a little bit behind the backstory on them. If there's any. Sometimes there isn't one, So that's as far as I know. And I'm not sure if the person that built them is even alive anymore or not. But their models are here, They're here. And, right now I have no desire in like stripping them and like, redoing them or anything like that. I'm really enjoying them. I know obviously the one I had just done that I finished for the show, that one, it wasn't painted. So there was an opportunity there to take it apart and, work on it. So as I was wrapping up and it was the end of the show, everybody's packing up and everything, David, I wasn't there, but when I came back, he put this model on my table. He just like set it there, and I saw it because everybody was cleaning. I was like, hey dude, and he's like, and he said that this model, goes along with these. I don't know if it was this one or this one. He mentioned like it goes together or something like that, and I was like, oh, what? And he's like, yeah, like take it. Like he was giving, he gave it to me. So I ended up taking this T-Bird as well. And I mean, look at this. It's nice too. The same. It was just painted with most likely rattle can or possibly airbrush, but it's just straight, just paint right on the body. No, probably, man, who knows? Probably, yeah, I don't even think any primer, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it was just paint onto the body, and that's it. And then, you know, you have all the chrome on there and everything. And yeah, man, it's just really nice. It's just something to appreciate. You know, even right here, like look how you try to get detailed right there with the emblem with the silver. And even right here on this hood scoop, you got it in there. You know, all those little things sometimes are really hard to paint. Even the windshield wipers, like, you know, he did his best to get them painted up right there. So that's cool. Clean interior too. Little two-tone right there. And then how cool does the dash look with those chrome pieces right there? Yeah, that's nice. And then just the black interior. You know, obviously in here it's green, the behind the wheels right there. So I don't know. I think we were trying to determine like what model was this from, or or what, you know. But I mean, these right here, these are really cool to bring back home. And then also, man, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Kurt Burlow. He gifted me this right here. You know, the 57 Chevy Nomad, the two-door that I took to the show as well, that I finished, which was the version that Atlantis has brought back. And you know, Kurt, this is from his collection right here, and he came over and he surprised me and he gifted me this. He wanted me to have this. This happens to be the original 1957 Chevy Nomad, released by Revell. And he also mentioned this photograph right here. It's like in Venice Beach right there, and just check it out. You know, this is pretty cool right there. 1968 by Revell, Venice, California. And man, that's pretty awesome right here. I mean, even the box is like very nice. It's very minty for all these years, you know. So later I'm gonna do a video opening this, and we're gonna take a look, you know, at what's inside. So thank you, Kurt, for this gift. Definitely keeping this for many years and gonna be going in my collection. And you know, I'm gonna display it back here as well. And also, there was a gentleman that was vending, and he was selling this kit here. This right here, this is the Lincoln Futura, and this is pretty much what the Batmobile is based off of, the original. So, you know, I've seen, you know, it sold online in different places for many times, and I never really got around to purchasing it. And I finally saw this, and you know, I went ahead and I took a look at it, and everything was there, clean and everything. And, you know, I couldn't pass it up. So I ended up picking this up, finally brought one home with me. And, you know, it's something I really like, the box artwork. It's not the original. You know, it is a repress of the original artwork. You know, they try to keep it authentic to the artwork. And you got this really thin box as well. But yeah, these are, whenever you see this logo, a lot of times it's the repress of them. But it's really cool. So later I'll do an unboxing on this as well for you guys to see. And, you know, whenever I do get that hunch where I'm like, you know what, I want to do this car, we're going to go ahead and bust that out as well. And then there was also one last model, or another model I brought back. This one I traded with Jarvis Malone. There was a model I had that he wanted, and I was like, all right, man, how about we do a trade? And I ended up acquiring the 62 Buick Electra. You know, I do have the original one that was released back in the 60s. So this one here is another, like a repress, right? This is like what you see, you know, at the stores or in, you know, online, hobby stores and everything, right? And here, let's open it up. And I'm going to tell you why I really wanted this kit. You know, he did mention, hey, by the way, the wheels are not there, like, you know, like the tires and all that. And I'm like, no, it's all good. It's all good. So, I mean, this is something I'll hang on to later. And if I'm going to build it or something, then we'll get into it, you know. But this is the reason why I really, really wanted this kit, is because this kit, if you have this kit and you have not opened it, here, I'm going to show you what comes inside of it. Bam! Look at that. You have the cap from AMT. It's a sticker right here. I don't have this sticker. I have the little figurines and the magazines and all this other stuff, but I'm missing this sticker. To me, this is like a keepsake sticker. Obviously, you got the water slide decals. These are a repress of the designs of the original one as well. But that's pretty cool. You got like a fresh, another version. So definitely, going to be hanging on to all this. And I'm not going to open, I'm going to leave this like this. But, later in the future, I'm going to probably display this somewhere with my stuff, But when I didn't even know about this until I saw on eBay somebody selling this kit and it was all opened up. And I noticed that sticker was in there. And I'm like, wait a minute, does that come with that sticker? And I later found out it did. So I'm like, dude, like, I don't feel like buying it right now, but if I ever come across it, I can't pass that up. And this just happened to be one of those opportunities where I was able to do a trade with Jarvis Malone and we locked this down. So that was super cool right there and very nice of him as well. And man, the show was just fun overall. Came back home with these other goodies right here. Shout outs to Katsu for hooking me up with this token as well. Those are the guys from Hawaii that were here not too long ago. So awesome, guys. Thank you very much for that. And then also shout outs to my homie, Blazing Hard. Check him out right there. Styrene Sleds on YouTube. He was out there. We were hanging out. And man, he busted out with some really cool 164 scale stuff right there. And then also Vision 124 hooked me up with this Diversified Scalers 2026 Toyota Day sticker right here. Really dope, man. Look at those cambered wheels all slammed. You got the Supra right there. It looks like what the Toyota. Man, that's so awesome. And then we also got this sticker right here from Armando for participating in the Southern California Bugs, as well as a really cool sticker right here. That's one of his models right there. And then shout outs to Scott over at Auto Modeler. He also, hooked it up with the Auto Modeler magazine sticker right here. Shout outs to him. And, so some people had asked, hey, what's up with the Hawaii Model Car Mafia stickers and all that good stuff? So, if you guys want one, hit me up, on the email info@scaleriders.com. Just send me an email and tell me that you want one of these stickers right here. And I got you guys. And also, if you guys place an order on the website, scaleriders.com, I will be adding a sticker on there. And just let me know. So this is all I have. They hooked me up. They gave me a nice little stack right here of stickers. So we're going to hook people up right there. And then also shout outs to NYS Modeling. Check out his YouTube channel. He was out. His model was out there. I mean, he wasn't out there, but his model, he was out there in spirit. He had Vision 124 made that happen. He told him, yo, I'm going to the West Coast and everything. And that was awesome of him, letting him take the model out there. So it was super fun, guys. Had a blast. And, stay tuned for more content, more stuff, and also future unboxing of these two right here. We're definitely going to be busting these out right there. But man, very happy with all this stuff right here. And thank you, Kurt, again. All right, guys, take care. Keep on building. Peace.